Mercedes Colwin is with us now, trial attorney and legal analyst. She's also the co-host of the M&M in the Morning podcast. Good morning, and thank you for your time on this case. So the New Hampshire Supreme Court will hear arguments seeking to reverse this conviction. On what grounds?
So the three grounds, and always wonderful to start my day with you, Marni. The three grounds are: one, that the assault part of the charges should not have been heard in this criminal part of the murder of Harmony. There were allegations of assault on poor Harmony. They were brought into this murder trial. So that is one part that they are trying to appeal. The second part is the fact that Kayla Montgomery, the estranged wife of the convicted felon, is also testified. Now, she testified, and it was obviously very compelling to the jury, about the abuse that she saw on the day which she believed led to the death of Harmony, including the severe punching, the fact that he had actually disposed of the body in a very graphic way. I'm not going to go into the details because it's very graphic. And third is the interaction that was videotaped between him and the authorities before the arrest. And I have to tell you, Marni, the one evidence that actually may have some traction that was allowed in this criminal trial is the last one. The videotape about the interactions that he had with the police before the arrest just did not seem to have much relevance. And the overarching way that they can overturn the appeal is simply this: the fact that any of these parts of this evidence that was brought into the murder trial could actually have led to a different, either an exoneration, or that it led, unfortunately, to the unfair trial. That means that it really robbed him of a fair trial that he has constitutional rights to. That would be enough for this conviction to be overturned. It's a very significant, obviously it's very hard to overturn a jury conviction like this, but the last one seems to have some traction.
The what if game. So if it were to be overturned, does he remain in jail and a new trial happens, or does he get out? I mean, what then?
Well, obviously they were going to make some arguments to the court and say, well, the appeal, it's been overturned, and therefore he should be, if we're going to await a new trial, then he should be allowed to be freed. But it would be a very hard road for them to actually establish, for this court to say that he can actually be freed. In all likelihood, he will continue to be imprisoned and awaiting new trial, especially someone that's been convicted of murder. It's very, very unlikely that they'll be released pending a new trial.
What will be the prosecution's leverage? What will be their argument today to make sure he stays behind bars and that this conviction holds?
Great question. Simply, they're going to say it's harmless error. So let's go through each one. The fact that there was the assault part of Harmony that was brought into the trial, harmless error. Did that really change the circumstances? When you look at Kayla Montgomery's testimony, she was very clear about the blows that Harmony suffered at at her father's hands. So that's number one. And number two, that was really the most compelling part of the murder trial. So it really will focus. I'm sure the prosecution is really going to make their strongest arguments to try to defeat the third one, which is the videotape, which is particularly problematic for the prosecution. And they're simply going to make the argument that it's harmless error. It was introduced. It did not in any way. If you look at these exchanges, which I did look at the videotape, it's an exchange basically asking, where's your daughter? I don't need to answer these questions. That's the retort in the videotape. It's very unlikely that the defense is going to say that videotape really led to his conviction, when you had all this overwhelming evidence about the abuse and Kayla Montgomery's testimony about how Harmony ended up dying at her father's hands.
What a sickening case. This little girl deserves so much better. And here we go back in court again. Mercedes, I thank you for your time on this.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.